feel like it's pretty big for 12 pounds. Holy cow, is this a ring of fire? Look how cute they are. Poor bromeliad. Hello friends, today we are doing a very different video for me. I'm actually taking you plant shopping with me at the lovely IKEA. This is actually my favorite IKEA ever because this one has windows. It's the IKEA in Greenwich, London, and I absolutely love it. But we're gonna go see what sort of plants, planty stuff, home stuff that you could turn into planty stuff, all of that kind of thing. We're gonna go shop for some stuff together, and I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything, but you know, you never know. You never know with plant shopping. So before we get into it, I want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch some more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here, welcome back. I really appreciate it. Now let us get into IKEA. So unfortunately, I have to walk through literally the entirety of all of like the showrooms and stuff before we get to even like the like random bits section, as well as the plants are at the very, very, very end before the warehouse part. So I'm gonna speed run through this, and if I see anything that's like cool and planty on the way, I'll show you. Let's see how fast we can get through this. You know, keep the windows; they're amazing. It just makes it so much nicer in here. Oh my god, a nice fake, I don't know if they're trying to be like a byeee or an alocasia or what, but it's variegated. That's fun. If only I could find real plants like that here. The bitch shows. Look at those. I think they just look so nice. And I feel like they're kind of reasonably priced considering it's like a glass shelf and it's like somewhat adjustable. I really like them. I mean, I did find my one on the street, so like you can find it, but it's cool. Let's see if they have any plants in their display cabinets here as well, because sometimes they do. There's the Rudsta. No plants in it though. And I think this is not the Fabricor. Is it the Fabricor? Oh, that's a different kind of Rudsta. I didn't know they'd made like a tall Rudsta. Have you seen one of these before? That's actually quite nice. And it's got like glass sides as well, which is nice because the Fabricor I think had metal sides. What's the price on it? $99. That's actually kind of a good deal. And I mean, the blue's kind of fun. This one's actually quite cool as well. The like kind of just plain glass one. Oh yeah, it's the Byeee that has the mesh sides. This one is just all glass. Looks pretty legit, and for only 80 quid, that's like pretty reasonable. Like the Millsbow's what, 300 something crazy, which I don't actually see a Millsbow here, so who knows if they even sell them anymore. Anyways, carrying on. Oh, I've seen people use these trolleys here as like plant trolleys or like supplies trolleys, and I think it's actually quite cute. There's like a little one and a big one. Oh my goodness, look how cute the little one is. Lower price, 20 quid or 19 pounds. That's actually really good. I mean, I'd probably get it in black. And I also like that the black one's matte as opposed to the blue and the green are like a glossy. The white one's nice as well. Obviously, I don't need one of these in my home, but they're quite cool. And like even the big one's not very expensive at 30. Definitely gonna get lunch here in a little bit. What's a trip to IKEA without some meatballs? But that's for later. For now, we're gonna go into the market hall, see if there's anything fun and planty. Look at that. It's like a little bit, I just think the detail's really nice on it. How much is it? Oh my god, £1.50. What the heck? That is such a good deal. This, I don't know if it's a candy jar or what, but this would make an amazing terrarium jar. It makes me think of Sophie Wholesome Houseplants, who does terrarium jars, and it comes with like a lid. Oh my god, this. Do you see how good that would be? Oh my god. And this is, ooh, 4 for $3. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, they've got the proper candy jar as well, but I like this one better. This would also make a really good no drainage vessel. I wonder how much this is. Where can I find it? I know this isn't quite the same, but same sort of principle. A tall jar like that for either a terrarium jar or for no drainage would be perfect. And like you could use the lid or not use the lid depending on what you wanted to do. I couldn't find the price for the like wider one though. I also use this carafe, £1 this carafe. Such a good one for like big cuttings. I've used it for like monstera cuttings and begonia cuttings before. So nice. And it's like fairly wide mouth. It's got a little bit of a bottleneck, but like not tons. I mean, and then there's this vase again. And I feel like this carafe is really cool. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get stuff out of here very easily because of the bottleneck, but I really like the vibe of it. This one's a little bit more expensive at £15, but still really nice. This is cute. As like a little like bedside plant stand, and it's got wheels on the bottom as well. That is nice. I really like that. And then they've got like a sort of bigger version. I suppose it's for using in your bathroom. But £29. I think that's actually pretty decent. It looks really nice. I like it. Oh my god, the big one's also $29. That's weird. Maybe it's because there's glass in the little one, but very good price for the big one. It'd be really cute as like a bedside table with plants on it. I think like it wouldn't have to go in the bathroom. It's quite nice. Okay, storage stuff. This is like prop box central. You can get like tiny little ones like that, or like absolutely massive ones, and they're not very expensive. So like the small one is just £4. Oh, here's the full price list on them. They're like actually really reasonable. No, the big one's £4. Oh my god. The small one, I think it's £1.50. That's great. And I mean, obviously you have to pay for the lid as well, but I feel like it's worth it. I've definitely got some of these baskets before for plants. £9. I don't have them anymore because they're not really my style, but they'll do. I mean, they've obviously put fake plants in here for the display, but I mean, it's cute. It's definitely some people's style. These things are so fun. There's actually quite a nice big one as well. And obviously you don't have to put plants in them, but it would work really well. They've got a sort of smaller one as well. The small one is 10 and the big one is 15. All of these potential prop vessels. Look at all of these. I mean, they're vases, really, but you could totally use them as prop vessels. Oh my gosh, I've seen so many people have these sort of like iridescent upside down rainbow ones. They're so cute. I think these are 12. Yeah, 12 for the small one, 25 for the big one. Oh, I like this. A sort of green brown guy. It'd be a pain to get stuff out of here, but it's totally doable. Ooh, that would be a really good no drainage vessel. And it's a bit more fun than like the sort of average plain clear glass. I think that's £10. And then there's a smaller one for £4. Cute. Now we get to go downstairs to the actual real plant section. The pièce de resistance. The thing we've been waiting for this entire time. Like I said, it's a trek to get down there. Okay, first rack isn't even really like with the plants. And oh my goodness. Holy cow, is this a ring of fire? I had no freaking clue. I guess these are like much more commonplace now. They're not gonna say obviously the right name. I mean, I guess it's kind of a bipinnatifidum, not really. What's this one? This looks like some sort of caramelly one. I'm not 100% sure on the name of it, but these are so cheap. Oh my god. So these are £6 each for a good like 12 centimeter pot, 6 inches pot. That is so good. Look at the sort of variegation on those. These aren't for me personally because I'm not that into like the orange yellow variegation, but I can appreciate them. Like if all of the variegation came out this sort of creamy white color, maybe if I gave it high enough light, I could get it to do that. Let me pull some of these out to see if they're actually like nice in the grand scheme of things. This one's massive. Like look at the size of these leaves, like compared to the one next to it. For £6, I would definitely pick this one over that one. Not that I'm trying to get either of them, but I can appreciate it. They're really beautiful. And oh my gosh, look how big that leaf is. Holy cow. Do you see how big that is? Again, this is not my type of plant. They kind of just look like brown leaves to me. I'll have to like look up what these are. If anyone knows, comment down below. Like, I find it so weird that these two plants are literally the same price because that's just how they've come. I guess this one has one stem in and this one's got like 2 growth points, but still, like, the size difference on them is crazy. And then what is this? This looks like a, oh my god, a Birkin without any of the variegation on it. I don't know if that's what it is. It says it's a philodendron, so it must be. But again, in the 6-pound bracket. Also down here, we've got some orchids, which are quite fun. These are 9 pounds each. And then on the top, we've got some Orisha palms. These are actually quite a decent size, medium-sized plant for 9 pounds. Again, I feel like that's pretty good prices. And they're looking pretty healthy as well. Next little section, we've got some fun bamboo guys. These are quite cute. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to grow one in my house, but I think they're kind of adorable. And then you put them in this little glass tube more permanently because they just come in these little water things. I mean, I don't know if this one's, are they even rooted properly? I don't know, some of them have roots, but these are 2 pounds for the plant and then 3 pounds for the little vase. So it'd be 5 pounds total, which is a pretty good deal. I mean, they are kind of adorable. And then some tiny little parlor palms. Look at these little itty bitty guys for £1.25. That is such a steal. I feel like if you went to a plant shop or ordered one this side of the line, it would be at least 5 pounds. So many more of the bamboos. Ooh, it's hard to show these because they're in plastic, but got some gorgeous pothos and joys. Look at those. So these are 12, which isn't terrible, you know. And I feel like they'd be pretty okay quality. They seem like the vines are quite long. I'd be interested to see what they look like fully unfurled, but I don't really want to mess one up too much. This one's a bit more on the yellow side, but they've got this one down here, which is much more elbowy, which if I were going to get one, I would get this one instead. Oh my god, look at the size of these golden pothos leaves. Those are huge. These are 12 as well for quite a large pot, I feel like. All of these pots are, I'd say maybe 15 centimeters or so. So quite large. And then little peace lilies down here, which, I mean, some of them are looking a little bit sad, but I mean, I guess that's okay. But this one's got so many flowers. And for 3 pounds, who knew? I feel like they're cute. I just wish they were variegated. I mean, I know that's not what they're gonna sell here at IKEA, but it would be cool. Ooh, this is the dirty little secret they don't want to show you. Look at that. Absolute death to this. I don't know, maybe peperomia? Who knows? All of these are looking very, very sad, but they've hidden these on the side. And like, crispy. This happens when people don't buy the plants. Oh, poor bromeliad. Oh, that's so sad. They've got some little asparagus ferns. Oh my goodness. Look how sweet these are. They're so soft. And like, I feel like relatively healthy. They're quite compact, which is nice. 3 pounds for this little guy. That's quite cute. And they've got loads and loads. I mean, some are definitely looking worse for wear. Like, I wouldn't personally buy this one, but they have plenty that are in good enough nick to get by, for sure. So dense. Some little polka dot begonias for 6 pounds. Like the sort of classic maculata. I love these leaves. I think they're so pretty. And I mean, they're not in like the best shape in the world. They are kind of looking a bit raggedy, especially like up here. But again, I feel like if I were to buy this plant, I personally would just chop and prop it and put it in water to go into semi-hydro later. That's what I do with all of my begonias because I find they don't transfer very well from soil to semi-hydro. So it wouldn't be that big of an issue as long as the leaves are looking nice. It doesn't really matter. And some mini fiddle leaves. Oh my goodness, for 4 pounds? These have probably seen some better days. Oh gosh, I've just dropped a leaf, but like there's just some coming off. Fiddle leaves in general can be quite finicky, and it's difficult because I know they can be beautiful statement pieces, but they are just, I don't know if I would buy a small one from IKEA personally, even for £4. Got a trolley here with some like pretty decent sized yuccas in pretty large pots. These are 30, but for a big yucca, I feel like, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know much about yucca prices personally, but I mean, it's not terrible for such a big pot and like a large, fairly statement plant. On top, we've got some sansevierias, sort of the like classic mother-in-law's tongue with the yellow borders. All of these on top are £9. This one, oh my God, look at that. I really like this one. It's like not got the yellow around the outside, which is my preference personally. And it's a bit more white. Is it the Zelinica, this one? I'm not sure. And then this one at the end is like super duper gold. I don't know which type this is, but again, this is a much more uncommon type. For only £9, I feel like it's a pretty good deal. Quick trip to the fake plants. A little mini monstera, variegated, adorable. I just find it cute to see what they think people want. A variegated peperomia, probably the mojito, adorable. If you wanted a pink princess, here's your gal. Oh, these are quite funny. I mean, they don't look terribly unrealistic considering, but I mean, they're so plasticky, it's hilarious. And then back to the real ones. Some Tradescantias down here. Is this the Nanook? I mean, it doesn't say. They're not going to tell you what everything is in here because it's just too difficult for them, I feel like, as a big company. But a little purpley Tradescantia. These are looking really healthy. I can just never get them to stay this nice, you know? They end up getting really leggy and weird. It doesn't say how much these are, but I can't imagine it being very much. Probably like £3 to £5, hopefully. Little peperomias. Oh, this one, it almost looks fake. It's so like plasticky looking. It's not, it's real, I promise. I could snap the leaf if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but it's quite cute. These are £5. Same with these guys at the back. Ooh, this one feels a little bit dry personally. But these are kind of like, these feel like skin almost. That's really weird. Some little Dracaenas, little baby dragon tree. Oh my goodness. So cute. This is £3 for these cute little guys. Adorable. I can't get these though. I can't grow these because my cats go after them too much. And they are quite toxic. But so stinking cute. Loads of little succulents. I'm pretty sure Joe's gotten one of these before, a little like Haworthia guy. This one's quite cute. I like the big spots more than the small ones. I think they're so sweet. And these ones, do they come in the pot? Yes, they come in the pot for £3, which is really nice. Everything so far has not come in the pot, but these ones come in the little pots. And I feel like you could swap out depending the color. They've got a little white, a gray, a sagey green, and a more like yellowy green one. But super cute. And then, oh, this is, what's it called? It's the one that like looks like glass almost. They're a little bit see-through. Those are cool. And also for £3? I feel like that's a deal, maybe. I don't know. I've never bought one of these, so I'm not 100% sure, but it's really like, it's see-through. So strange. And then some ivies down the bottom. This one's interesting. It's like a curly ivy. That's really fun. We've got a variegated one and normal ones. I feel like these are probably £3 to £5 for a little pot. Just a cute little pot, nothing crazy. The ivy was £4. They have plenty more here. Some tiny little phalaenopsis here. Oh my goodness. Look at these cute little flowers. Again, why I love this IKEA, this whole bottom section is windows. So for these plants, it's perfect because they can actually get light in here. Whereas I feel like a lot of other IKEAs don't have windows and then the plants just end up dying. Got these whole section of monsteras. I wish I could pull them out, but I really don't want to because I feel like that would be kind of mean if I'm not actually going to buy any. But they look pretty decent. I mean, no signs of like pests or like yellowing leaves or anything. Obviously some have a little bit of travel damage, but 19 pounds for a pretty decent sized pot, like very large. And some of them have gotten quite tall as well. They seem really nice. They look pretty cool. They're nothing like special. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like, they'd be a good beginner monstera. Also, I love these pots. I have these in my house. They're like plasticky and they work really well for me. I really like them. A bigger peace lily for 8 pounds. Oh my God. I would get this instead of the small one. Again, they're looking really nice. Like quite nice quality. Very healthy leaves, shiny. A lot of them have flowers on them. Okay, this is what I don't understand. So this peace lily is 8 pounds. And this strelitzia, so bird of paradise, is 25. Well, I mean, so there's the little one, but then there's also the big one, which is also 25. So, I mean, why wouldn't someone go buy the gigantic one? I feel like this was about the size of my bird of paradise when I got it. And now mine's freaking huge. But 25 pounds for a plant that's going to grow very quickly large, I'd say is a pretty good deal. Got some little ZZ plants for 15. Looking really nice. A lot of them have new growth. Look at that. I wish they weren't like bagged up, but it's okay. We can still appreciate from afar. This is where I could get tempted. Gigantic calatheas. Look at the size of these leaves on the orbifolia. Oh my God. And is this the medallion? I really like this one. I have never had a medallion or an orbifolia. Maybe I had a baby one at one point, but not an adult one. They're so pretty. And so all of these are only 15 for a large plant. They've also got a huge velvet. Is it like a Warswezi or something? I don't know how to pronounce it. As well as, are these panthies? I don't know. Either way, really nice sort of silvery color in the leaves. Again, big. And then one of my underrated favorites, the rhubarba. This guy. Oh, actually, this one isn't the rhubarba. This is the rhubarba because this has the purple backs to the leaves. This one's got green backs. Same style though. It's a sort of velvety one, but they're so soft. You can see the like little hairs on it, and it kind of makes it like a little velvety plant. But I could totally be swayed by this medallion or even this guy. These are really nice. I just like, it's hard to know because you can't, I mean, I suppose you probably could pull them out of the packaging, but I don't know if I'd necessarily want to. They've got smaller ones here unwrapped, so you can see them a little bit better. A nice pink one. These smaller ones are 9 pounds, but I feel like, okay, so obviously get whatever size plant you want for your space, but if you're trying to grow plants big, like why wouldn't you get the big version of the plant just there for 6 pounds more? I don't know. I would get a rhubarba again. They're quite fun. Little medallion. Ooh, oh my gosh. I've never had one of these. And I think the pink is what scares me, but look how black that is. It's such a black leaf compared to the green version right next to it. Oh my goodness. I could be tempted. It's like a bit goth, a bit dark, and a bit pink. It's so fun. Ooh, some aglaonemas here. These are really nice. Oh, look at the stripiness on that. Oh, I mean, that's a bit unfortunate, but... Oh, no, don't fall. Stop falling. Don't drop everything on the floor, Emma. Too late. I've already done it. I mean, this one was bad anyway. No one's going to buy that. but I think that's a pretty decent size Aglaonema for £12. I don't think it's a particularly rare one by any means, but the leaf size is pretty nice. I mean, a bit of destruction, unfortunately, is probably travel damage, and this is probably why they keep them in plastic, so they don't get that, but it's fine, I guess. This one's looking a little bit nicer as well. But yeah, I feel like it's pretty big for £12. From a plant store, I would probably expect these to be like 20 or something, maybe more, just because you're in that kind of store and they can charge those kind of prices. Ooh, cordylines. These are cool. There's these pinky ones, purpley pinky ones, but then also the sort of white and green striped ones, kind of giving Dracaena vibes, kind of giving spider plant vibes. I do really like these. I've never actually seen these grown indoors, but I feel like you totally could. I don't see why not. Also, I really like these like sage green nursery pots. That's quite fun. Lots of umbrella trees next to them, the sort of braided kind, for £15. I mean, they're quite dense. Again, I struggled with my umbrella trees, and ooh, and there's not looking fantastic. But I'm sure you could just find one that's not got that. The new growth on these is so adorable, though. Like, look how cute they are. Like little starburst fireworks. So fun. There's loads of pots over here, but we can do those a little bit later, maybe. These are really nice. These jade plants, really lovely and bushy, Crassula ovatas. And I really like the shape of these pots. They're like shallow, short pots, and you get it in the decorative bowl. You can get either white or black, which is really nice. And for £25, including the bowl. I really like that. And I know you can get jade plants for not very much, but for this sort of like dense, bushy size, I feel like that's nice. And with the bowl already in it, easy peasy. These bromeliads are looking a lot better. The colors are really nice. I know they're not really for me personally, but I think they are quite pretty, and I can imagine loads of people really liking these. And for only £3, holy crap, that's insane. You get this whole plant for £3. Oh my god. I like the white ones the best, personally, but that's just because I like less colorful plants. And then they've also got some of these like flamingo-y anthuriums, the sort of ones that you can kind of get more in grocery stores. I like this sort of light pink one. That's really fun. But they've also got the bright red ones as well. I feel like these flowers almost look fake. I know they're not, but they look fake. It's so cool. And these guys are £7 for a pretty like solid plant. I don't know how much these cost normally, but I feel like it doesn't seem outrageous, you know? Ooh, okay, I've just found a proper Birkin. I feel like this would probably be £6 because it's by the sort of Ring of Fire and this sort of caramelly one that are also £6. That's fun. And so maybe the other one was like a reverted Birkin or like the plain form. What do we think? Is it the same? Is it different? I don't know. Either way. Ooh, these seem to be quite popular because there's not very many of them. But the Blue Star Fern or the Phlebodium for £6. These are really great, but unfortunately they are very, very humidity loving. Sorry.
No, don't worry. There's loads more underneath, so hold on.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at those. £6 for a nice Phlebodium. These are just a little bit difficult for me. I feel like they do really well in a bright indirect bathroom. That would be my ideal for them. I personally don't have one of those, but it would work well. Oh my gosh. Look at this little watering can. It's a little cactus watering can. Very impractical. Probably wouldn't hold very much water, but it's cute. A bunch of little aloe veras here. Nothing too special. These are £3. I wonder why these are in paper and the rest are in plastic. Because I feel like that's a much better way to store them in paper because it's recyclable. Oh my goodness. Look at the little pineapples. How stinking cute are those? These are £7. Oh my goodness. So I don't think you could ever get these to like, I don't you can get them to grow more pineapples or not. I've never tried. I'll do some research and pop it on the screen. But like, they're cute if nothing else. And these are like a little bit pinky, which is fine. They've got so many of them. Some little Hoyas on trellises. These are definitely not looking their best at the minute, unfortunately. I don't know what type of Hoya this is. Kind of looks like a Carnosa, but, or maybe like an Australis. It actually, yeah, it looked like an Australis, not the variegated one. They're just looking a little bit raggedy, unfortunately. And I mean, down here, we're not gonna talk about these ones. I mean, these ones will probably be taken off the shelves and probably binned. Oh yeah, it's an Australis. Look at me, knowing things. I'm good at stuff. Ooh, little gourds, cute. Got some hanging Tradescantia Zebrina, which for 12 pounds, that seems a little bit ridiculous. Because like the other ones were so much less. Maybe it's just like the hanging pot costs more. I don't know. Got some much bigger Sansevierias as well. These are 19, which, I mean, they're really pretty again. Just not really my style. I really like this one. If I were to get one, it'd probably be this one. Because look at those zebra stripes. Those are so nice. And then the big boys. We have gigantic bird of paradises. And these are 60. I feel like that's probably, I mean, it's definitely the most expensive plant in this place. This is kind of like the size mine is. Given mine took a couple years to get to this point. But I feel like it's just a little bit big. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this unfurling leaf. Huge. They're really pretty though. I mean, if you've got the money, I don't see why you wouldn't. Also some Howiya, beautiful big, are these Kenja palms? I think they are. These are 55, and again, massive. And these are pet safe, which is awesome, but again, can't have them because my cats will just eat them because they like to play with these little fronds. Slightly smaller ones. Oh, these are Dipsis Orisha palms for 30, so similar, but like not quite the same. If you're thinking about getting one or the other, personally, I would get one of these compared to the Howiya because it's nearly the same size, but like 2/3 of the price. So much less expensive and like very much so same vibes. Ooh, big rubber tree. Sort of the plain green rubber tree. It's really nice. I can't find a price on these, but I think they're probably about 55, which I mean is not bad for a plant this size. Like they're actually freaking huge. And then finally some big dragon trees for 15 pounds. I think that's an absolute steal. I feel like these are, I mean, they're pretty commonplace these days, so it's not like you're gonna struggle to find one, but I feel like it's a good price. I could imagine these looking good in some people's homes. Again though, toxic. So cats, dogs, kids do not eat, even though they like to play with them. Unfortunately, it's just a shame. Oh my god, I didn't see these because they're at the very end, but cocoa palms for 12 pounds. These are really fun. I've never had one of these. I just think they look really cool. It's like a coconut. I'm tempted to get one because those are fun. Pot-wise, they have an absolutely massive selection along this wall and like kind of interspersed throughout the plants. But one thing I want to say is they have huge ones for not very much money. These are like 25, 30 pounds. And that's crazy considering, like, if you went to B&Q, something that size would be like way more, like 100 pounds. And like, these are plasticky as well, which means they're really lightweight, but they don't look plasticky. They look kind of like stoneware, which is really nice. I quite like the baskets up there as well. These are a bit more expensive. These are 35. But again, not quite my style. And the good thing about these baskets, the ones specifically in the plant section, is that they come with the like liner things, little plastic liners in there, meaning that the water's not going to seep through unless you break the liner. But the water's not going to seep through and like get all over your carpets or whatever. These ones are actually like fully lined, which is really cool. Same with this one. It's got like quite a big liner in there, and it's removable as well. So if you didn't want to have the liner in there, you could take it out, but it's very useful in my opinion. Look at this, even the rectangular ones. This is really good. I wish they had these in like not basket form. So these are what, 17 pounds, and it comes with a liner in it. And so like imagine that on like a long dining table or on like a sideboard or something filled with different plants. That would be so nice. They've got some quite nice ceramic pots as well. This is pretty big actually, and this is 19 pounds. Cute. Of course, the sort of classic terracotta ones, except I like this lighter terracotta. It's fun. But these you need the drip tray for because they've got the hole in the bottom. I really like this pot. These are 5 pounds for like a ceramic-y pot, which I mean, got in a plant shop, this would be like 20, 30 pounds. But I like that it's white, but it's got some like texture details in it. It makes it a little bit more fun than just your average like plain pot. Little cement ones. Oh no, this isn't cement. Maybe it is cement. I don't know. For 6 pounds. These are those self-watering things I got that I use for my moss poles that I didn't actually like. So I would probably personally give these a pass if you were thinking about them. I know I kind of recommended them, but I've changed my mind. I don't actually like them at all. They're really cheap though. It's like 2 pounds for those, 3 pounds for the bigger ones. Ooh. Little like fleckled, speckled stoneware kind of pots. 5 pounds. Pretty good deal. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I feel like very in the minute. These guys are, ooh, I don't know, 9, I think probably. That's really fun. I love the sort of bubble shape to it. Like, little smaller version of the bubble in like a white cream. Oh my god, for 5 pounds. I love that. And these, ooh, someone just broke a pot. Awkward. 5 for this as well. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? This is a no drainage vessel. That would be so fun. You couldn't do like a massive plant in it, but that is so nice. I don't know how much this is, but I quite like that it's not just like plain clear. It's like a little bit of fun, but you can still see the water level like quite easily in it. I found the jars. These are 5. They're on sale. They're not even 9 pounds anymore. They're 5 pounds. Oh my god. Oh, should I get one? Should I get one? I don't know. Got lots of hanging baskets as well as like ceramic hanging ones. These are cool. 7 pounds for the pot and the little hanger. Pretty good deal if I do say so myself. Oh, this is a cute plant pot hanger. It's like macrame, but it's got a little bit of pink and orange at the top. Not my style personally. Like it wouldn't go well in my home, but I could see it going well in so many people's homes. I feel like this is a classic IKEA plant hanger. They're really nice though. I hang this on like a wall or something. Really lovely. Oh, are these little self-watering guys? That's fun. I wish I could see the bottom without the like stuff in it though. Ah, okay. So in this packet is the little like wick that goes in those 2 little holes, and then you can fill the water bit at the bottom. That's actually quite nice. And these are 3 pounds. That's so cool. I didn't know they did self-watering pots here. I don't know if this is my preferred method for self-watering. I much prefer like an inner pot and an outer pot, but it still does the job. Oh my goodness, little itty bitty versions of the self-watering pots. Little ceramic ones. Oh, I like that. With the bottom for 3 pounds. Oh my god, I might need to get myself 1 or 2 of these because these are cute. I think I saw bigger ones of these somewhere as well. I'll have to find them in a sec, but these are really nice. And then, oh, similar sort of shape for £4, but a little bit more of like a neutrally color. Fun. And like, I mean, you can go for like absolute classic, easy plastic pot, £1. So simple, so easy. I love these guys as well. I think I have a couple of these in my house and they work really well. They've got tons of sizes of these. They go up to like 40 centimeters, I swear to God. Really nice. Here's the bigger version of that little guy for £5. And it's like ceramic as well. What the heck? I also have one of these in my house and it's fine. It used to be more my style. Oh my God, they've got huge ones. Okay, £40, that is quite a lot. But I have this one, which was 25, and I quite like that it's got handles. I feel like that's really helpful. So there we go. That is all the fun planty stuff and the plants you can actually find at IKEA. I really enjoyed filming this sort of shopping with me video. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in me doing more of, because I totally can do more of them. Put the shopping bag emoji down below in the comments if you would like to see more. Otherwise, I'm going to head home now, so I will see you in the next one. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on other houseplanty things you'd like me to talk about in the future, and subscribe for more. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep growing. Bye!